again. I got all the holes back taped. Some of them were kind of difficult to get to, actually, believe it or not. These ones were easy. After removing the back seat, and the carpet in there, I was able to get to those. So those are all back taped, and then the rest of them, you got to go from the bilge down here, lay down up there, and then reach up into there in that cavity. So that was fun. All right, all of the holes have been filled, and once they harden up, he'll come in and sand it smooth, and he'll put some cake batter on it, sand that smooth, and then they will prep the entire transom here above that stile line, and then they'll shoot it with fresh gel. I'm going to go ahead and pull off these cleats. It'll make it nice and easy to buff under them properly, and then I'll rebed it with 4000 UV, and they'll be good to go for another lifetime. All right, it's the following day. They came back and filled them, and any of the voids or low spots, they're going to come in and fill again, and then they're going to come back and fair it, and then we'll be ready for gel. All right, they came in and sanded, and one more quick coat, and they'll be ready for laying down the gel. Been kind of picking away a little bit at this buffing. Took off the cleats so I could get under there nice properly. I'll get those back on once the body work's done and they lay down the gel. So it's coming out. Just got a bunch more boat to do now. All right, they're digging into the hole. Got some stuff cut out, did some grinding. You can see the floor now. Let's see what happens. All right, we'll go check on some other progress today. Looks like they did another quick coat of this like glass filler they've been sanding on here. All right. Looks like the glass got sanded down a little bit. Probably got to do another layer of glass on that before they can start putting a cake batter or cake frosting, as they call it, over the top. It's the final layer before they start gelling and priming and all that stuff. There's the first layup of glass. Alright, so today we're taking the boot stripes off, and I'm just going to give you guys a quick before look at all the oxidation. The boat's got quite a few of these repairs, but actually once you start buffing, they kind of just disappear. So you can see all the oxidation, how rough it is, and Josh has got a lot of this boot stripe already gone. But if we come around to the other side, boot stripes are gone, and I've been buffing. So you can see boot stripes gone and buffed with heavy cut. After the 3M heavy cut, I've been using the 3M medium, and then after the 3M medium, I've been using the blue Finesse It 3M pad that's foam, and 3M Finesse It. And there's no wax on this yet. I think the wax will really make it nice and poppy. And I'm gonna do that after they finish shooting the gel. I just don't want fish eyes in the gel, but it's gonna come back. It's a little dusty, but you can see this corner. It's gonna look good. We've got all the stripe off now, upper and lower. And the other side, it's as done as it's gonna get in here, because I can't fully remove the shrink wrap. Once it goes back outside, it's gonna be out there for another month and a half of winter easily. But you can see I buffed out that whole area where those stripes were. There's going to be some evidence, like for at least a year or two, of these. They'll fade out over time. I wasn't going to wet sand the whole thing. I hit it with Super Duty, then Heavy Cut, then 3M medium, and then I'm going to put some Colonite on this. I can't wax it, like I said, until they get done spraying the gel back here. Once they spray back here, I'll wax all this. I just don't want fish eyes in the gel. So, it was a successful weekend, and I cleaned up a bunch around the shop. And you know, this week after work, I'll come in and start wiping up this area, peel back the shrink wrap, and I'll start buffing on this side too, which is in desperate need of it. There you go. Got the cake batter on, getting close. When we're all done with this repair here on this this area they call a box, I'm gonna roll new gel out from the top of this wall down this surface here, down here, up and around to that stringer. So I'm gonna get these out of the way. The back one is a macerator, which we're not allowed to have on the Great Lakes. I'm deleting that. So the front one is the air conditioner. I'll take that home, clean it up, make it look nice, and when I get done with the gel coat, I'll reinstall that and bed it with fresh caulk and everything. You can feel it now. That's pretty good. So when you guys do this, you just take those 3 Phillips head screws out of the base, and then there'll be some bedding of some sort of sealant. You'll have to overcome that, but you just get a really big adjustable, and these things have a collar built into them that you can grab onto, and you just spin it. The other one here in the back, the handle got in my way, so there was just one 11/16 that kept it on that stud. I took that off, and now it should just spin like that, and you just keep spinning it and it'll come off. You're gonna need a big one of these though. I happen to have it on hand from doing my props and stuff, but it's not a fun job, but you can do it. Just kind of showing you guys, because I don't think everybody knows how this all works. Here's a better look at some of the damage too down here. This is further back, closer to the tunnels. That's the big damage there. It's up in the aft cabin. So they laid in 6 layers of 1708 and 2 layers of chop strand already up there. And they're gonna start grinding down here and start filling that in with glass. But up front, they're pretty well done up there. The further you get, the more done they are. The very front piece that they repaired actually has the filler on it now, so they're getting close down here. Probably a few more days.
I pull the battery out, take the box off, it's split. I look at the other one, it's a big old chunk.
So we bought the Spectrum Arctic White. It should match out of the box, but we had to add a little bit of pigment to it, probably because of the age of the boat, how much UV exposure it's seen, and you know, different things that happened over the years. All right, I'm raising the water line, or the paint, the bottom paint, a little bit here. So I'm gonna take it to what used to be the bottom of the bottom boot stripe. So not too much. And in the meantime, I'm kind of removing all the old bottom paint. I'm gonna go black, and then that's gonna be it. Pretty basic bottom, not doing no Interlux, Interprotect, and VC or anything like that. But I'll be converting it over to a black bottom and prepping it best I can, make it look as nice as I can. And that'll be it. All right, got the fittings out. All right, with the fittings out, I cleaned up a little bit and vacuumed. They're gonna fill that aft hole in. And then, like I said before, we'll gel coat everything over here once this is all filled in here. So they should be getting to work on this soon. And we'll see what happens. That's what I did today. 4-step, 3M Super Duty, 3M Heavy, 3M Medium, and then 3M Finesse It with their blue foam. No wax. If you get wax in the air, the gel coat they're laying down will get what they call fish eyes in it. All right, there's the final job here on the corner. Pretty good match, although I haven't buffed any of that yet, but trust me, it looks good. I was able to go over to my parts boat. I have another 37 that sank that I use for parts, and grab this rub rail. I don't believe they make this rub rail anymore. So we're gonna take that straight section. I took it basically from like here on the other boat. And we're gonna take that and cut it to fit, but you have to delicately heat it up to make this radius here. So we're gonna do that in the next few days. And tomorrow I'll probably come here after work and clean up that rub rail, buff it out, and make the stainless look nice. Make it look nice since it's going on here. And yeah, that's it. One step at a time. Now that we know that the gel matches well here, we're gonna go ahead and lay down gel in the next few days here. All right, he got the macerator hole filled and glassed in today. So it didn't need to be his best work ever. This is not something anyone's ever really gonna see. You're gonna have engines in the way and a water muffler and batteries. You'll never really go there, but it'll look good with a fresh coat of gel coat over everything. All right, we got gel coat. No more holes. We got the rudders out. This one's a little bit bent, but not bad. This one's really, really bent. So we'll see what happens when we take them to Marine Machine. I've got the new 1/2-inch marine ply flooring. It's all cut out. Tight-ish fit. Doesn't need to be perfect. They can smear some like fillet in there in any of the gaps. But yeah, it's ready to go. They'll resin coat the backside and all the edges, and then they'll be ready to start glassing. Say something for the YouTubes.
Hi.
Hi.